Welcome to Where the Feathers Fall, a space where symbols speak, silence teaches, and every card carries a voice. In today's episode, we turn into the Hierophant, the bridge between what is known and what is felt, what is taught and what is remembered. This is not a sermon, this is a summons. Through poetry and prose, we'll explore what it means to walk the ancient path with modern feet, to hold the keys of tradition without locking away our truth. So hopefully you'll listen closely, where the divine often speaks in symbols and in silence. The Hierophant. The divine speaks fluently in symbols and silence. He stands at the threshold of time, robed not only in cloth, but in meaning. The Hierophant does not shout his truths, he embodies them. In his presence, the air itself feels older, more intentional. Every gesture, every pause, carries the weight of 1,000 voices that came before. He is the keeper of the sacred thread, one that winds through temples, chants, breath, and books, not to bind, but to remind, not to trap, but to lead you home to a lineage you forgot you were part of. He holds 2 keys, one for the gate, and one what lies within. He guards both the outer tradition and the inner spark. He knows that to rise in spirit, you must first descend under the structure. Root yourself in rhythm. Let ritual teach your bones to remember. Tradition is not a prison, he says, but a path walked with reverence. Ritual to him is not habit, it is harmony, a rhythm in step with the divine pulse. His teachings are not chains, but maps, drawn in symbols and coded in silence, revealed only to those who learn how to see. You may outgrow the outer form, he says, but not the flame it once kindled. He does not ask for blind faith, he asks for depth, for presence, for the willingness to look beyond the surface and see the pattern woven beneath. For when the spirit longs to soar, it must first know the root from which it rises. The Hierophant is not merely a priest, he is the bridge between word and meaning, symbol and truth, soul and sacred feast. That poem was my second rendition, and here is my first rendition of The Divine Speaks Fluently in Symbols and Silence. I am the keeper of the sacred thread, the voice of the teachings the ancient said, not to bind you, but to remind that wisdom lives in the disciplined mind. I hold the keys, both lock and lore, one for the gate and one for the inner door. Tradition is not a prison, but a path, laid in devotion, not in wrath. Ritual is rhythm, structure, grace, a map etched deep in time and place. You may outgrow the outer frame, but not the spark that lit the flame. I do not ask for blind belief, only that you look beyond the brief. To see the pattern, hear the chord, and feel the presence behind the word. When your spirit seeks to rise, it first knows where its roots lie. For I am the Hierophant, not just a priest, but a bridge between the soul and the feast. So I just want to thank you for walking with me beneath the weight of the wisdom of this card. It can be, I don't know, it felt a little heavy for me today for some reason, where every step echoes those who came before us. So the Hierophant, if it called something today inside of you, an awakening, a memory, a question, a reverence, just let it perhaps gently guide you forward. We don't preserve tradition by holding it tight, but by letting it breathe through us. So thank you for following the episode where each one a feather from the unseen falling softly where it's needed. Until next time, walk in rhythm, speak with meaning, and remember the key has always been in your hands.